Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rafa Seda. I am gonna telling story about Rengas Dengklok. The Rengas Dengklok incident is one of the most memorable event in Indonesian history. The Rengas Dengklok incident was the kidnapping of Soekarno and Hatta, which occurred on August 16, 1945. The Rengas Dengklok incident was related to the announcement of the proclamation of Indonesian independence on August 17, 1945. So how did the Rengas Dengklok incident occur? At that time, Indonesia was being colonized by Japan. Because of Japan's ambition to build a greater East Asian empire during World War II. From this incident, Japan suffered a defeat which turned out to have a major impact on Indonesia. Since then, tension began to arise between the old and the young. The old and the young have different opinions regarding when is the right time to announce the proclamation of independence of the Republic Indonesia. The Japanese government, which strictly prohibited Indonesians from listening to foreign radios, was one of the reasons for the delay in the announcement of the proclamation. However, thanks to the tenacity of the Indonesian youth, especially those working in Japanese news agencies, News Japan is unconditional surrender to the Allies reached Indonesia. Sultan Syahrir, who heard the news of Japan defeated through the dark radio, urged Soekarno-Hatta to immediately carry out the proclamation of Indonesia independence. However, Soekarno-Hatta wanted the proclamation to be carried out through PPKI, a Japanese-made body. Dissatisfied with this answer, the young people then kidnapping Soekarno-Hatta to Rengas Dengklok to keep them away from Japanese influence. The incident of the kidnapping of Soekarno-Hatta to Rengas Dengklok is inspirable from the figures involved in it, who are divided into two groups, the old group and the young group. Old group, the figures who are often referred to as the old group are Soekarno and Muhammad Hatta, and administration of BPUPKI and PPKI. Young group, Soekarni, Chairul Saleh, Yusuf Kunto. Young group is Dr. Muwardi, Sudanco, Singgi, Wikana, Sayuti Melik Sudiro, BM Diah, Jonarnur, Kus Andar, Subadio, Sabianto, Margono, Adam Malik, and Armansyah. The chronology. On August 15, the young group held a meeting in Pengangsaan Timur, Jakarta regarding when the announcement of the proclamation of Indonesia independence should be made. The meeting chaired by Chairul Saleh, agreed the Indonesian is independence was the decision of the Indonesian people, not the Japanese. That night, the youth group sent Wikana and Dervis to Soekarno and Hatta. They demanded that the proclamation of independence be carried out on August 16, 1945. If Soekarno Hatta refused, there would be a big upheaval. But the request of Wikana and Dervis was rejected by Soekarno and Hatta. Soekarno could not escape his responsibility as chairman of the PPKI. So he had negotiated with the Japanese-made body first. Receiving rejection from Soekarno and Hatta, Wikana and Darwis then returned and held a meeting which was held at Jalan Cikini 71, Jakarta. Take Soekarno and Hatta to Rengas Dengklok to keep them away from Japanese influence. Result. After Soekarno and Hatta were kidnapping to Rengas Dengklok, Soekarno in the presence of Sodanjo Singgi decided to be willing to make a proclamation after he returned to Jakarta. The old group and the young group also agreed on the decision that the proclamation independence should be carried out in Jakarta by Soekarno. The next day, Ahmad Subarjo was willing to put his life on the line by picking up Soekarno and Hatta to return to Jakarta and ensuring the proclamation of independence. The result after the Rengas Dengklok incident was the proclamation independence would be announced on August 17, 1945, no later than 12 o'clock WIB. So that is the story telling about Soekarno in the incident of Rengas Dengklok. So thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
17 Agustus tahun 45, itulah hari kemerdekaan